Do you know what? It's one of those days, I can feel it. Sketchbook tour, this is what's happening. I've got one more page. This is the last page. This is taking me a bit longer. I wanted to get it done for last month, but we're into July now, well into July. Everything's happened, as you can see. You probably can't see, but we are in a different studio space. In a studio space with 4 walls and a door, because I can't be bothered dealing with the background commotion. Last page. So with this page, hang on, this was the last sketchbook tour. So at the back, I did some goals. So we'll put this on the floor there, and I'm going to tick off some of those goals and make new goals in just a jiffy. Did find a piece in another sketchbook I really liked. I think it might be this one. I haven't lost it. It's a bloody sketchbook. How do you lose something in a sketchbook? Yeah, it's in the other sketchbook, sorry. Oh, here it is, in here. I know it is, I can feel it. Do you know where I think it is? It's in the bloody sketchbook I'm using, isn't it? Bloody well is as well. Nope. I've lost it. I've honestly lost a sketch out of a sketchbook. Only I could do that. It's the equivalent, right, of getting lost down a bloody straight road, isn't it? Only I could do it. I've lost a sketch in a sketchbook. Found it. Now I know it seems like nothing. And it was originally, it was just like I hated it. But do you know what? I've come to love it. I've come to utterly love it. So I'm going to take some inspiration from this because it's kind of muted colours and I like that. But also I saw a field yesterday, which I didn't take a photo of because I was in a moving car. Field was in sort of like a, which is like, what's this? This is raw sienna. And then I love this light blue violet for like some of the, you know, flowers. I think they're more like wildflowers, weeds. So that's what we're going to do today. You happy in there? Okay, that's going to have to do. Right. I'm going to just, what I usually do is just get this stuff on. Like so. So straight onto the page. Let's not mess around here. I'm going to open the gesso. I've started to use gesso as like my white because I find that it creates more of a matte look afterwards. And I'm just going to get this on there. I'm going to saturate as much as possible. I'll get my water bottle ready actually. Because acrylic dries really fast. I want to do more of a like a, I want to be a bit more kind of relaxed about it. Yeah. I don't want it to be like up and down. I want it to be like really like transparent, scratchy. I want there to be like really like a lot of movement, I think. This is kind of how it goes. I just do it and hope for the best. I went a bit eager beaver on the old water, so I'm gonna have to let that dry. Okay, I appreciate this must look mental. You will probably hear artists go, oh, I like that bit, or I like this bit, but cohesively, they don't work together. You'll have heard that many a time. Well, do you know what? Today I thought it's my last page, and I think the reason it looks so god awful is because it's my last page. Because I think there's some sort of subconscious pressure that I'm putting on myself, and it's ruining it all. I feel that I have lost the thing that makes the other piece great. So although I was using that one as inspiration, I think I was trying to replicate it, but it can't be replicated. That's the whole point. There are things about this that I like. In the spirit of it being a last page, why don't I just keep the bits that I like and get rid of the bits that I don't? So that's what we're doing. Let's let that dry and see what we think. Lauren, you'll be happy to know I've got the hairdryer. I've got it. Ooh, it does work. Oh, it does work, guys. It works. That is so easy, isn't it? That is so easy. Right, these edges are not the masking tape's fault. Like, so just the thing. I just put it on dead fast, and you saw how fast I painted it. So that will be why. All right. What do we think then? That is so weird. I don't know. I think it has potential. That's the thing. It has a potential. That hairdryer trick, fantastic. I love it. Oh, yeah, look how sick. Okay then. What do we think about that? And then sort of the combination, just the marks. This bit here, you know, where it peeks through. I like this colour that this is made. I think it's a mixture of all the colours have just sort of smooshed together, and I like this drip here, look. So that's the bits that I like. Very weird idea. This is the worst brush to do it in. It's all scritchy. I don't mind it actually. Mark making. I think we can safely say, yeah, we've done that. We've done that. Texting work, we have been doing that. Mixed media, meh. Read more, meh. I did sell one work. Meh. Yeah, no, I've been having fun. So 6.5. I don't think that's too bad. Right, so what I wanted to do is I want to get into collage. I need to see how to spell it. Google it. Oh, my battery's just run out. Just my luck. I'm gonna ask my husband. I know he's busy, but I don't think he'll mind. Yeah, I'll ask him. One moment. Right, I figured out how to spell it. It's ridiculous. I even scrawled it on my hand in permanent marker. I'll put more text. ASMR. And I want to start doing maybe a bit of photography. Oh gee, I've done it wrong again. So they are very achievable goals, I think. I still need to do a few of these. Obviously these are my new goals. But I think, yeah, I think that's more than achievable. So this is like, I haven't put my personal information in yet, so there's that. This upside down, I know. But this is from Swatcheroonie. So this is from that, but it didn't go well because I compromised. Nightmare stuff. So swatching. So we have the Still Life pastel watercolour, and then I did that one, which I hated, but then I cut it up and then I put some writing on which says, I love the cloth but nothing else. I really like it, so I've kept it. Love it. I don't know why, but I really like it. This is a different date, so this is later. This is the 2nd of July, and that is because it's a cover up with ink. So I hated what I'd done. As you know, more spelling mistakes because I'm a nightmare. I really like this piece. I think there's I really like it. I think there's a lot to. What I like actually is the matte. It's, you know, the pen is matte and the ink is not. That's kind of cool actually. I've just noticed that. This was an exercise I was doing. You will have seen in some of the other shots. Yeah, I don't mind it. I like the bottle. The rust pebble. It's okay, but I do start to use the mixed media rust pebble. I don't mind that. Look at these trees, they were a mistake. And I was referring to these kind of watermarks here. These kind of splushy. I like that. I like this piece. And then I did like a charcoal kind of version. This was actually a piece that you can see through it. Like here. This was a cover up on like a big A2. So I cut it, I went over it, cut it up, and yeah, I really like that. Erupting with Ideas. This is, I think it's an ink or watercolour. I think it's watercolour. No, this is watercolour ink. I don't even have these colours in ink. Watercolour. It just went a bit mushy, and then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go over it with the Toma white pen. We've seen this one, Once Upon a Time it says, and it merged in ink. And this is literally Ride the, I really like the sun and the little boat. It's very illustrative, this, and I do start to get quite illustrative with my work from here on out, so I don't know how I feel about that. It's a Dream with a Field. This is Ennerdale. My husband and I love a house there, and we would always want to sort of move in and then that. So that's our dream. We like that. These are just like little motifs, which I don't really like, but I've kept it for ideas. I do not like the colour. I hate yellow and brown together. I don't know what I was thinking, but I kept them because there are bits about it that I really, really like. And this was an ink experiment that I was doing. So like making marks in the ink when it was wet and things. So that was okay. 3 Trees in a Field. I like this one. I like the simplicity. This is soluble graphite sticks. Hate this. There are tiny bits, very small bits. Like I like this colour. Other than that, I don't like it. I did redo this in another sketchbook, which I don't mind the second version, but that one I don't like. Sunset Field in ink. Love this. I really enjoy this. I love some of the marks. Again, I don't know with the actual text. I think it's the way in which it's actually written, but it looks very, without that, okay, fine. But with it, it looks very illustrative, and I don't know how I feel about it. This was a huge mistake, so I rubbed it out with the intention of going over it. And actually, I'm not mad about it. So I left it. I thought, actually, that's quite cool. I really liked it, so I kept it. Oh, texture. Oh, the texture. This is the paste that I made. That is matte medium and charcoal powder. And then you kind of cake it on, and then you go like really go into it with like a palette knife or the end, you know, the brush handle, what have you. Any stick would be great for this, but it's just so satisfying. I'm gonna revisit this definitely. This, I just love it. I love it so much. What do you see? I see a cow stuck in a tree. There's something in that, in terms of the idea of seeing and everything. That's quite comical, very whimsical. I like that. I like these. This was kind of like popcorn filled 2.0. The lines, I just like that there is no words I have for this piece. That's how I feel about it. It's exactly that. Yeah. This was obviously moving on from that, trying to push those marks further, be more conscious about it, but I don't know. I like it. I just love this sun. There is something very tribal, very kind of oriental, almost like an oriental battlefield that had been visualized about 1,000 years ago. You get what I'm saying? That kind of... Now, this is a background, but I kept it. That's quite nice, actually. I kept it because I like the effect and the simplicity of it. So I kept it with the intention. I was going to work on top of it, but I know I quite like it, so I've kept it like that. My abstract landscape, I was kind of pushing the abstraction a bit, and I like it. It seems like this is a guy fishing, which is weird. It wasn't intentional, but I like it. Yeah. These were like, I was trying to take this and come up with like little almost tiles. I would call them thumbnails, but they're less thumbnails, more tiles. Kind of coming up with some ideas. And I really like the kind of colour combinations. These are all my homemade inks, and they're very muted. They're just I just really, really enjoy them. I think they're really, really lovely. Yeah, so we made another spelling mistake. It's meant to be, I'm finding my way through it. And it says I forgot the my. This is constant. This is just how it happens. Dirty Skies. Okay, you see what I mean about me? See, it's kind of like I've pushed it into very much more illustrative. I find it quite juvenile, but like naive. So I like sort of these marks, but I don't know about this. I think it's far too like naive, but on a kind of like not in a good way. That makes me feel a bit uncomfortable, that one. These I did, you know, the tiles we just saw, these are kind of like a monochrome version of them. Yeah. Just different marks and stuff. I love this. This is kind of cool. And that sun. Really like that. This was kind of inspired by my nephews, actually. They're growing pumpkins at the moment, so I decided to maybe do... This is like pumpkin fields. I did end up smelling fields right, so learning something new. I think this is when I start to get very illustrative, and I don't feel happy about it. I don't mind the whimsical, like the playfulness, but not sold. This is called I May Come Back, and the reason is because what I decided to do was make a series of marks on one piece over the course of like a week. So each day within that week I would come over and I'd add to it. So Monday I did this, and then Tuesday I did these, and then, you know, so I tried to, but again, I got bored. Yeah, mark making experiment to try and, you know, I don't know, see if time spent between each mark would change it up a bit, almost like Chinese whispers with yourself, but with marks. Do you get what I mean? So, but I like it. It's just no. Today is not the day. I had a really bad day that day, and I hadn't. So when did I do this piece? I dated that literally the other day. So right, this was the 8th of the 7th, and then this was the 21st of the 7th. So that's how long I'd kind of been away, and I kept what I liked. I really like this. I think there's something in that. If this was matted out or made a different colour maybe, and I'm going to probably pursue this line of inquiry in my next book. This is the homemade inks. This one doesn't exist anymore, way too bright, but certainly these do. And I'm running out actually. So this was a video, that's why it's kind of homemade swatcheroony. But the footage was compromised. Horrendous it was. And then, my first set of goals. And I've got my new goals. So I will continue to do these. And then I'll also add these on. So I've added 5 more. So that is Sketchbook 02 finished. 003 is not far behind. Oh yeah, we've got a way to go yet. There are some really good works in here, so we have a new one to open and add to the family. There's nothing better than opening a new sketchbook. Love it. Oh, love the smell. Brand new sketchbook. Oh, love it. Perfect.